someone really underestimated you and they regret that now. Please scroll on if this doesn't resonate. Weapons thrown at you, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Celebration incoming. In spite of that, that's what people see. See, there was some kind of rejection, protection thing, like where you were rejected from something, but you were actually protected. Wow. And I think there's some bitterness. Like, I think even inside you, it possibly hasn't hit you yet. This is why this message exists, is to tell you to good vibes only here. Like, if you're looking at this situation in a bad way, like if you're thinking of what was taken from you, you're not looking at it the right way. You should be looking at what you gained from it, a celebration. And if it hasn't happened yet, it's going to happen very soon. Like, you got some kind of new offer because an old offer went away, something that you just thought was the best thing ever. And suddenly it went away. It was, I believe, extremely sudden and surprising. Celebration incoming, though. You're going to look back, if you haven't already, and just know that you weren't supposed to have that thing. I lied to protect your feelings. Interesting. 2 cards about protection. Oh, lied to protect your feelings. That's what I'm saying. Like, that had something to do with how this situation ended. You know, this is something that's really surprised people. You seriously underestimated you. Like, just didn't think that you had what it took to go where you're going now. And, you know, if you had stayed in this situation, you would have been held back. Honestly, because, okay, you know what that is? Lie to protect your feelings? The thing that, okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is a situation that you might not realize till later, or even till this reading, or other readings, because this might not be the only one that you're going to have about this, where you just haven't learned to look at this the right way. Because what happened was these people were holding you back in a very passive-aggressive way. Someone lied to protect your feelings. And something built to a head where, you know, I believe this could have been a situation like you had to leave because it could have been a job, could have been anything, romantic, whatever. But it got to the point where I feel like it was unfair to you because you didn't even know you were doing anything wrong. One of those things where, have you ever had a job where, I've known this to happen to other people, not so much myself, but I've been worked places where someone got in trouble for not doing something, but they didn't even know to do it. Like, how do you ask for something you didn't know exists? You know what I mean? So it's really not fair to them. Like, no one told me I was supposed to do that. I think that's what happened here. It was that, if not that exact thing, it was that kind of thing over and over. And after a while, I'm telling you, that's very passive aggressive. That will eat away at you after a while. Like, you just can't survive in that environment. Nobody can. Like, people have to just learn how to speak up for themselves. Anyway, too bad, so sad. Yeah, okay. That's what I mean. Like, you outgrew this weird dynamic. Like, I'm just getting a very toxic environment. Like, it could have been a toxic workplace. You know, I'm thinking, and I hate that, but how my messages work. I get reminded of stuff, and I'm getting reminded of some stuff where, you know, it was management, really. Anyway, I don't even want to go on about it. I'm just going to say, you know, this is a toxic culture that you got away from. And, you know, I believe people tried to badmouth you. It didn't work. They underestimated you. Like, you know, the badmouth thing, they thought they were right. They thought they were telling people the right thing about you. And turns out they were lying. Okay, all these popped out, but I feel like they're all for you. All is forgiven. Okay, like, now that they see you celebrating and putting out good vibes and not even looking back at this, they want to forgive you and bring you back in. Good, kind of crazy. Yeah. See, before, lie to protect your feelings, like, whatever it was that you were good, kind of crazy, like, at times maybe just crazy is what they said. No, they're looking back and this is how they see you. Alone but not lonely, reliable and intuitive. You know, I think you have isolated yourself from this situation, from these people, and they really don't know what you're up to for real. Like, you may, you know, let them believe one thing, but really that's something else going on. But you don't need this situation. That's what I'm getting from that. Reliable and intuitive. There's just so much they say about you, especially this intuitive. All the stuff that they sort of put a negative spin on before that you were doing, or that you, just the stuff that makes you you, now they're looking back on in a positive way. Good vibes only. Like, I think they're having good vibes only, you know, too. Like, they're reminiscing, wishing they could celebrate. Like, can you believe this happened to them? Wishing they could come in, but no. They pushed you away. You were protected from them. Too bad, so sad for them. But you're going to have new people to celebrate with if that's what you want. Celebration incoming regardless. Always forgiven. Look, just don't worry about getting karma. All is forgiven. I would just, be at peace with this and just keep going. Don't look back. Just let it go and know that they can't harm you. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. 3 cards. This is what you need to know from this manifestation deck. You are powerful yet humble. You put out good energy and you naturally command respect. Wow, this confirms the whole reading to me. Powerful yet humble. Exactly. They know how powerful you are now. But they didn't know before because you're so humble about it. Now they see it. Good energy, good vibes. Confirm. Total confirmation. You naturally command respect. I think that's what scared them before, and that's what some people may have come against you because they felt threatened by that. The way that you do naturally command it, but you do, and people are just going to have to deal with it. You're on to better things. You naturally command respect. It is spoken, it is written, and so it is. Amen.